Well, hello there, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, and that means cartoons. Well, at least it does on my channel at any rate, as it did for countless of American children in and around the 1980s and the 1990s, that is, until the evil adults took away our favorite shows and stuck them all on cable. Thanks, execs. I didn't have Cartoon Network. But anyway, let it go, I suppose. So, on to our new Saturday morning cartoon ritual here in our cartoon pick of the day, He-Man. Okay, I know. You're probably saying, Logan, He-Man didn't come on the weekend. It came on during the week, after school. And you are so right. It did. But this is Saturday, so we're just going to roll with it. So, He-Man. Yes, sirs and madams. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Yes, sir, Bob. I remember He-Man quite well. I loved He-Man and Battle Cat and Man-at-Arms and Teela and Trapjaw and Triclops and all the rest. What wasn't to love? Heroic good guys, evil bad guys, swords, laser blasters, fantasy worlds, spaceships, in an era when TV and movies were exploding with a plethora of sci-fi and fantasy subjects, and fun times were had by all. Right? He-Man, Thundercats, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Buck Rogers, Battlestar Galactica. Man, what a great time to have a TV as a kid. The original cast was led by John Irwin, Alan Oppenheimer, Lou Scheimer, Linda Gary, George DiCenzo, and Erica Scheimer. Again, I apologize if I mispronounce these names. And they all had various voices that they played respectively. Kind of saving on payroll for sure, because it's all about that pay. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe was put out by Filmation and based on a toy line that was first designed by Mattel and was first aired in the September of 1983 and was swiftly named one of the most popular cartoon series of the 1980s. It had 130 episodes over 2 seasons, and reruns ran until the year 1988, spawning a mound of unique action figures that filled kids' rooms for the next decade, like as it did my own. This was one of the most popular cartoons, and it was largely due to the fact that it was one of those pesky series that was merely designed to sell toys originally. And boy did it work. And its popularity caused it to warrant reboots and makeovers. Well, even now there's talks of a live-action CGI movie. They've been talking about that for a couple of years yet. Yeah, there was even a live-action film in the 1980s with Dolph Lundgren, but it wasn't really too well received. But that's a topic for another video. Oops! As you can see, the evil Skeletor has now entered the picture, trying to take over Eternia, the place of magic and high-tech gadgetry, and is ruled over by powerful kings and queens. What a place. Anyone who has ever seen an episode knows that whenever Prince Adam holds the magical sword above his head and speaks the words, "By the power of Grayskull, I have the power," he transforms into the mighty hero He-Man. Together with Battle Cat and Teela and Man-at-Arms, He-Man fends off the attacks of Skeletor and his evil beasts in defense of Eternia and the eternal Castle Grayskull, from which he gets his power. I found out not too long ago that Skeletor was actually a man named Keldor, and that he was actually a jilted heir to the empire of Eternia. That's not to say that his life choices weren't his fault, including why he was a glowing yellow skull instead of an original mugshot, but in a long story short, but basically in the original story, it went something like this. Keldor was a rightful firstborn heir of Eternia, but there was some sort of conflict between he and his brother, and in his mind at least, his brother was competition for the throne, and so Keldor concocted a vile toxin and went to use it against his brother. But in the process, his brother not only deflected the liquid assailant, but in fact it came back and was dispatched into his own face, harming him and causing his very flesh to, well, one can only imagine, right? Well, then, supposedly, Hordak, yes, the same villain from She-Ra, found him and through magic restored him to health. Well, sort of. He was still alive, but with a glowing yellow skull that we all grew to know and love. Well, the one we all knew him as at any rate. In another version, however, he was some demon or another from another realm that was trying to bring his own kind over and conquer Eternia. Now, I personally like the SKELETOR version better. That's probably because of the whole hierarchy and nobles and cleanliness. You know, the whole medieval thing. By the way, does anyone remember She-Ra? You know, the twin sister of He-Man, or Prince Adam, or He-Man. Well, either way, it's all the same really, the same person. And the stories of He-Man and She-Ra and Skeletor and Hordak all became intertwined as the stories progressed. Mainly through a movie that fused the two, and then in the newer incarnations like the newer cartoon series. Anyway, He-Man has always been a special place in my heart, I suppose, in my childhood memories, as all the other cartoons were. I was a cartoon junkie, and I guess I still am, arguably. I mean, I can't really deny that fact. I have this channel, by the way. But, you know, for the most part, what wasn't to love? Well, to all my viewers who are still with me, I appreciate y'all. I'm glad y'all are still here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share with all your gorgeous friends out there. This is the end of another video. Unfortunately, we have to leave it at this. But I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of you who subscribe, like, and share my videos. And share them with all your amazingly gorgeous friends out there. That's how you help my channel grow. As always, I am your artist Logan. I'm kind of sketchy. And I'll catch you laters.